Hi, everybody. It looks like people are making it in. I'm going to try to adjust this up a little bit. Don't know if I can. Of course, the sun's coming in today, which is just excellent. Hi, Teresa. You made it. Hi, Fleur. Hi, Kay. Hi, Carrie. That sounds like fun. I am so glad you are going to have lunch with your family. Oh, hello. I'm going to call you N Quilter. Thank you for being able to comment. That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. How is everybody doing? I'm wondering if any of our Texas people are here yet. I'm waiting to see them pop in. Texas is just having such a hard time. Thank you, Mary. It desperately needs cutting and coloring, but that will happen later this week. Hi, Gail. I think it's scheduled for the end of the week sometime. It definitely it's definitely long for me. I don't usually have my hair this long. I'm working on a project that may end up turning into a class. It's a small Dresden plate quilt. These are the fabrics. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm thinking it's going to end up being a class. I think. Hello. My daughter's house is all of a sudden just going wild. They are putting flooring in. They've done the first 2 coats of painting. I mean, they're going like blockbusters getting things done. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm so happy for them. They've been working really hard on it. Displaced Texans. We have electric and water now. We were without for 4 days. Oh, Cheryl, I'm so sorry. I know you guys are just having a really, really hard time. I'm trying to read through as I'm going. I'm running around the studio in stocking feet, and because my floors are heated, I'm really comfortable with bare feet or socked feet in here. But I just realized that I didn't get vacuumed in here last week. So now the entire bottom of my socks is full of threads. You know, there's just something about you gotta bring the vacuum cleaner out. John K is doing pretty good. They had to actually skip his treatment next week because he goes to Houston, Texas for it. And with everything happening, obviously he couldn't get there to get it. So they did actually cancel his treatment last week. So hopefully, missing one isn't going to be, horrible. We're just going to hope. Hi, Christine from Vegas. Oh, I know. Karen, Ohio has it really bad too. I've heard that it's starting to get better. Without power, yelling for mostly 3 days while the temps were down to 9. Oh. Oh, good that you don't have to boil it anymore, only because that turns into a real pain. I'm so glad to hear that, Lee. It's really hard. I remember when we had the ice storm here in the upper Northeast. It was weeks without power for some people. It was really hard. It was really tough on people. It's hard for people that aren't used to it to have to deal with those brutal colds. It really is. It's been real cold here too. But, we're used to it. It's wintertime. It's supposed to be cold. So hopefully everybody is safe. Cheryl said they used it. Oh shoot, I just dropped it. My skewer to ouch. Sorry guys, I gotta get a. Do you guys use these? They're shish kebab skewers. I use these to turn things inside out. They work. Oh, Cheryl said they used a generator. Good idea. See, we have a generator too, and we have a wood stove. So, like I said, we're more used to it because of where we live. But I do feel bad for the people in Texas because they're not used to that cold. That's hard. I know, Brenda. I keep thinking of everybody too. No, Texas is not supposed to hit single digits, ever. It's just not. I agree with you. I hope that it's over soon for them. Do you, Kim? I use these skewers. They work pretty good. I'm still really careful about the points, but I do use the skewers. I think it's easy to use. Yeah. Yeah, and when has anybody ever heard of it snowing in Texas? Because I got to be honest with you, I've never heard of snow in Texas. My daughter said that in Kentucky, the kids were outside playing in it. Which, usually it snows and it's gone before noon. So to be able to go play in it has been a real treat for the kids. Of course, my little ones are used to it after living in Alaska. Brenda, it's a Wilmington print, I believe. Here, I'll stand up and show you closer. I'm going to do it on a black background. I think it'll be really sharp. Right. We do, Adele. Yeah, we know how to deal with it. We've got snowplows. They salt the roads here. They do all kinds of things. We're used to it. Only in the northern part. Okay. You did have snow one other time. Yeah, not in southern Texas. I know that I tried for most of last week to get a hold of Moda Fabrics, and I wasn't able to. And I just gave up. I thought, this is ridiculous. I don't need anything that direly that I have to keep doing that. Thank you, Suburban. I think it's going to be really pretty. I want to try to turn it into a class. A couple of the people that are in my sampler class had asked for some classes on table runners. So I'm going to do a total of 3 of them, and it'll be a table runner. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So I'm just getting them turned. Yeah, Cheryl. I just don't remember ever hearing Texas get down to these freezing for days on end, plus that much snow. So consequently, my heart does go out to all of them. It's one thing when you're used to it and you live in an environment that you expect it, and the community in which you live expects it and has things ready to deal with it. But when you don't, it's much harder. Much, much harder. Last week, the washer in the garage in the drain froze. Oh, good. All right, good. Yeah, that's true, Suburban. I didn't think of that. Even the building codes are different. Yeah, so now you've got bursting pipes, and how many people in Texas have ever really had to deal with freezing pipes? I mean, up here in the north, I know, as soon as the water freezes, you open up the faucets, a couple of them at least, so the pipes don't burst. Down in there, why would they even think of it? And we have basements. They don't have basements down there. So, it's definitely different for them. So I have been concerned, hoping that everybody is okay and takes really good care. Oh, yeah, Teresa, they would have been stuck. Absolutely. Absolutely, they would have been stuck. Yeah, it's amazing. It's like, when we have to deal with record heats of over 100, people in Texas are like, what's the big deal? Well, we don't get those high heats up here. We may get it for a day, but that's it. Hi, Christine. How are you doing? I figured out what I'm going to do, I think, on my quilt blocks that I worked on last week. I'm going to pull those out in just a second. I think I figured out what I'm going to do. I sewed 2 rows together and was thrilled at how fast they went together. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'm going to play around with the layout as a row, not as well as columns. See, there's one of them. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not 100% certain that I love them, but I want to see what it does. So it's kind of like a little experiment. We'll see what ends up happening and if I like it or not. And Lord knows I always have somebody I can give a quilt to. So I will keep you guys informed. Oh, good, Christine. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Was it the first or the second shot? I do need to call tomorrow to get on the list. Hello, Allison. So I'll make that phone call tomorrow so I can get on the list. So anyhow, I'll finish these up later because I can't watch you talk and answer your questions while I'm working on this. But I wanted to get it started. So that's all started now. All right, so I have all my piles here. And what I did was made 2 rows. Oh. Christine, which brand did you have? We are moving on to my age group for the shop this coming week. Oh, that's wonderful. I can now get it because of my asthma. First it was first responders, then it was 65 and older, and now it's 65 and older, first responders, and people with compromised systems. 4, 5, 6, 8. I think I gotta separate these. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So, Cheryl gets a second tomorrow. Same here, Joyce. Everybody is saying they really, they want everybody okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, people just, if they don't have to live with it, it's very hard on them. Oh, Walgreens and CVS are offering it? Okay. I figured that tomorrow morning that would be one of the first things I do is get going on that. So that'll be on my tomorrow list. So tomorrow I'm going to get going on that, and I am going to also finish up that Dresden plate and at least get that to the point that I can do a supply list and figure out if we're going to do it in a class or not, which will be very good. That'll make me happy. We'll get another class going. My mom was supposed to get her first shot tomorrow, but that will be delayed a week because of the supply chain being impacted. Yeah. I wondered if it was going to mess that up. It's got to. How can it not? When people are going days without it. And then I'm hearing that they're doing rolling outages. So, they turn your power on, but you never know when it's coming. Oh, you can't get them, Sammy, in Canada? Oh, that's wonderful, Cheryl. Only gives 70 and above there still? Oh, I'm sorry. I know. I wish you could, Brenda. I really wish you could. That's what I've heard too, Carrie. People have said that the second one is harder. That's exactly what I have heard, is that the second one is much harder. I hope it isn't either, dear, because I just can't imagine. Oh, okay. So you kind of feel like you've got it. Probably. That makes sense. I mean, it really does make sense. But, oh well. So when I can get it, I'll get it. Mostly because of my asthma. I worry about that. Oh. Have a nice lunch with your family, Carrie. Enjoy. Vicki, how did your back surgery go? I hope it went well. I hope it was successful and it went well. That's important. I hope it went good. Let us know how it went, okay? If there's any of you on that are not part of the Facebook group, do try to get on for it. It's a wonderful group of people that are just really nice and supportive, and it's just a nice community of people, fellow sewers, okay? How many in the strips, please? Okay, Hazel, just a second. Let me count. I think it's, let me count. I think it's 16, but I'll double check, okay? So what I did was every other one. So I did a solid with a print. I used 2 charm packs. and just did them every other one. So as soon as I finish this row, and I'm not paying attention really how I'm putting them together. I'm just putting them together. So there they are. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, there's 16. So there's 8 prints and 8 solids. Christine, the family's doing pretty good. Tracy and Tony's house is coming right along. They're doing a great job with it. It's wonderful. Then, hi, Eric. Welcome. They're doing really good. John is doing pretty good. He went in and had his gamma surgery. It's called surgery, but it's actually a radiation type stuff. And so far so good. We find out the end of March the success of it. Bob had an incident with a bucket from a tractor 3 days ago, so he can't walk. He was helping Tony get the bucket off the tractor. They thought a part was locked. It wasn't locked. And so the bucket of the tractor slid down the front of his leg and landed on his foot. It's not broken, but they're doing pretty good. Boone and Lion are doing great. Boone continues with his therapy, and it's just wonderful. He's doing so good. His speech is just improving by leaps and bounds. It's just wonderful. Otherwise, we're all hanging in there. It hasn't been an easy year for us, guys. It's been a really tough year already. It's been pretty tough. We had to put Tucker to sleep in January, and then we had to put Zoe to sleep last week, and then my father-in-law passed away. So we've had a rough start to the year, but we're thinking that, you know what, it'll get better. Oh, Karen, I've heard that from people before. Thank you, Fleur. Yep. I mean, we're doing pretty good, though. I mean, you can only do what you can do. It's part of life, right? And we just keep going and just keep doing our best. And for the most part, we're doing pretty good. I've been busy in the house. Remember the orange bag that I showed you guys that was felted? I'm trying out a new technique with some stuff. I know, he just is so darn cute. So I pulled out some wool yarn the other day, and I'm testing a new pattern that I'll be felting the bag when I'm ready. Oh, yeah, Zoe just happened last week. That was pretty tough. I mean, all in all, it hasn't been as easy on all of us, but we've gone from 3 big dogs to 1. So, there's definitely been a change in the environment. And Rena's not really a studio dog. She doesn't like to come out here a lot. I know. Lindsay does amaze me too. It's unbelievable. And she does a lot to help fellow mothers. So she's busy all the time, which is good. I mean, she does an excellent job with it. And you know what? If she doesn't have an answer, she goes and she gets it. She's not afraid. And she's done wonders for our grandson. So yeah, it's been an exciting 2021 already. And it just we figure it can't do anything but get better. So my mom's doing excellent. Mom has been busy sewing and knitting, and I finally got to go back and stay with her for a night last week, which was the first time in a long time because of everything going on. So that was absolutely wonderful to see her again and spend some time with her. Oh, a new spinning wheel. How fun, Christine. My husband's, well, very close friends of ours, relatives of ours, cousins of ours. She knows how to spin. I've never learned how to spin. But I think that's okay because I have enough crafts. I don't think I need another one. Yeah, me too, Kay. It just really makes us happy to know that she's doing good and she's safe, and it will make this size, which I think is like a throw size. It's maybe well, we've got 2, 4, 8, 10, 12. So 13 times. So it's about 55 by 55. I've heard that, Christine. I've heard it's very relaxing. Ooh, Kim, that's cool. I have 2 featherweights. And they're really cool. What's ouch, Teresa? Oh no, Teresa! Ouch! Ow! That hurts just thinking about it. Christine, do you spin wool or alpaca, or what do you spin? I'm not going to border the one on the wall, but I am going to border this one. This one that I'm doing is going to be the same pattern, but I am going to border it. Which I think will just make a huge difference in how it looks. Who's coming, Christine? I got to look back through the notes. Oh, you're going to put it... Okay, good. Oh, that's neat that you have your mother-in-laws. Oh, that's cool, Kim. I learned to sew on my mother's Singer. That's what I learned to sew on. I got to split these two. This quilt, I got to tell you guys, goes really fast. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I got them split now. Wow, it comes with a table too? That's really good. Oh, you do get alpaca? Okay. I wondered, we have a couple alpaca farms out this way. That's why I wonder. Yeah. Picking it up tomorrow in Canandaigua after you have your CAT scan. Let me know how the CAT scan goes, Kim, if they tell you. Okay? I know every time John gets his scans, we have to wait until he goes and sees the doctor. It's a pain. I learned to sew on your mother's featherweight. Oh, wow. That's cool, gal. I learned, yeah, I do too. The purple one behind me is really pretty, Teresa. It is. And that was just one I had sitting around. And I really do like it. I've had it for years, so I know there's no way I can still get the fabric to border it. I could do a solid purple or a grunge purple, but I think I'm okay with it the way it is. I'm just going to do it as a little throw quilt. Oh, really? NorCal? Is that correct? Is that the correct pronunciation? Where are you? What state are you from? Oh, cool. Christine, that is neat. 89-year-old uncle that told me that he has an old spinning wheel. He wouldn't know how to use it. I'm thinking about asking to borrow it, buy it. I've always wanted to spin. Carolyn, you should. You truthfully should. I think that would be a neat thing to learn how to do. Why not? You could make him a nice something. I guess California. I'm not sure what that means. Christine, that would be neat. I want to find a spot where I can get 100% cotton yarn, and I want to dye it myself. That's one of the things I want to figure out how to do. I would like to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. You would sit under your grandmother's featherweight and operate the treadle for her. Aww. Oh, Northern California. On YouTube is great for space. Okay, I'll go watch her. Oh. Yes, it will be, Teresa. My husband went through that, and I know it's not easy. I know it's very hard. He lost a ton of weight. Either Webs or Knit Picks has bear. Oh, they do? I dyed. There's a place, Kim, down near you guys, down near the Watkins Glen area. A woman who dyes yarn. And I went there and we dyed some, and it was just wonderful. I had so much fun doing it. So I'd like to do that again, because I really did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun testing it out. Right now I'm doing those bags, those wool felted bags, but I'm trying it with the blanket stitch. So, or basket weave stitch, I guess is what it is. So I'll let you guys know how it turns out. I remember my mother having a treadle machine. Oh. I don't remember any treadle machines, but I do remember Mom teaching me how to sew on her Singer. What kind of yarn, Mary? I'm not sure. I've never heard of that. My sister found another place on the internet for me to get yarn that was even cheaper than Webs. And I was thrilled to pieces. I'll have to find the name for you knitters. I was in shock because the project that I had bought this for was to make a wool bag, but the wool bag that I was going to make with it was I didn't need as much yarn and as many skeins. And you know, whenever you crochet, you need a lot more, and I'm crocheting. Well, I had to get like 4 more skeins, and so I'm using Cascade. And Jane told me about this place called Little Knits Yarn, and it was even less expensive than Webs. I didn't get a long time to go through the website to see what else they had, and I really need to do that so that I can see what else there possibly is. But I was really, really happy with the price. Try Kramer Company. Okay, I will. I'm going to text it to myself because I will never remember it. I'm terrible about that. I try. It just doesn't work. So Kramer Company. Okay. Yeah, my mom's was a singer. And the main reason why I know it was a singer was because it was around forever. And I think all 3 of us girls learned how to sew on it. I really like Cascade too, Gail, a lot. That is my ultimate favorite yarn to work with. I just, you know, but I haven't been exposed to a lot of brands either. So I always wonder if there's one out there that I'll like just as well or not as much or what. Aww. Yes, I did. Yes, Brenda, I did. I broke it. Yes, I was so mad at myself. I did it. I went to get a new one. It was going to cost me $40 for the same mug. I found it on Amazon. I was not paying $40 for a mug. So I got this one. But this one had a problem. It had a hole in the bottom. And so my husband plugged it. Because every time I would put it through the dishwasher, it would leak for days afterwards. So my husband plugged the hole with some marine something, and now I can put it through the dishwasher. But yes, I did. I broke our mug. I was not real happy with myself. Oh, did Diane make it? I missed her. Oh, there she is. Hi, Diane. Okay. Oh, my mom's did the buttonholes too. And it was a separate attachment. And it made beautiful, beautiful buttonholes. Attaboy, Mr. Wilson. What did Mr. Wilson do? Besides get a tractor bucket dropped on his foot. I still can't believe that happened. I was just pulling in the driveway when it happened. Just. And I'm like, really? Really? I was like, we do not need this year. Enough is enough. I have your grandmother's treadle machine she bought. It used in 1929. It still works, but I won't use it because she was the last to thread it and she has an old scrap under the needle. Aww. I was wondering the same thing, Teresa. Hi, Suburban. I don't think she said much yet. I wonder how she's doing. Look at that sunshine. Wow. We are having a lot of nice sun today. I actually shoveled the deck off myself because, of course, Mr. Wilson can't. So that was good exercise for me. I made us omelets for breakfast. No, he didn't fix my mug. It was destroyed. I had to throw it away. There was no saving it. It was that bad. I couldn't believe it. It's like, really? Oh, I wasn't happy, but nothing I can do. And I was not paying $40 for a new one. The one that Brenda's talking about, it was black with flowers. It matched our swap quilt last year. Margaret, what are you planning to do with the cotton yarn? Who knows with me? I'll just make an Afghan. That's about all I do. Yeah. I bet you she did think she was the bee's knees. I love that. I'll probably just make an Afghan. I'm not a knitter that actually knits like sweaters or anything like that. I'm not that good. Oh yes, the hole in the new was good. You got it. Yes, Brenda, I will. You know what? I'll even remind him what a nice job he did on it tonight, okay? Do you have a lot of snow on the ground? Yes, Mary, we do. Yes, we do. We got dumped on twice pretty good. It settled, so it wasn't too bad when I shoveled. We probably had 6 inches on the deck still. But that was the second dump. Because the first one, Bob was able to shovel. It was before he got hurt, and then we got it again. So that's the one that I shoveled. And then my grandson came down and he actually shoveled the steps for us to the deck, which was just wonderful. So yeah, we have a lot of snow right now, and it's just as beautiful as it always is. I love it, when you've got that nice, clean, fresh snow. And then it'll turn brown because of all the salt and all that crud. But in the meantime, it's very pretty when it gets started. And it's beautiful when it's falling. It's absolutely gorgeous. But it's also very cold, and I don't have to go out and be with it. Yes, cotton doesn't have a stretch. And it is. I find that I drop more stitches when I stitch with cotton than when I stitch with wool. When I knit with wool, I don't drop as many stitches as I do when I knit with cotton. So, plus I just find it easier to find my mistakes with crocheting than I do with knitting. Another one done. I'm gonna have this thing almost done. Medford's got 12 inches and you're not used to it. No, you guys are not used to that. Oh, I'll try that, Christine. Sometime I'll try that. 2, 6, 8. Oh, Teresa. Yeah, I think over the 2 snowstorms that we had, we got that, if not more. Probably a good foot. But, we're used to it. We live so close to the lake. It's pretty norm for us to get that much. So, yeah, I try not to worry about it. Like I said, I think I have to take 4 steps outside to get from the house to this garage door in front of the studio. And then I'm just inside. I very rarely even bother to put a coat on because it's just a step or 2. Oh, I bet it does. That's a good idea. I will look for that. I will definitely look for the cotton and bamboo. I'll go through their website maybe tonight just to see what that place has. See if I can find some undyed cotton. My sister knows how to dye. Oh, she does such beautiful work. So I know we could do it. And I think it would be fun to try. Yep, same thing in Michigan. You're right. As long as you keep up the roads, you're good. Yeah. I was just glad we didn't have to travel in it. You know, that makes a difference. It makes all the difference in the world. If you don't have to travel in it, it's not so bad. It's when you got to travel that it's no fun. Diane. I got to go back to Diane. Did she say how she's doing? We're fine. Very lucky. Never. Oh, Diane, that's wonderful. Ooh, Julie, I bet you that's pretty. The basket weave is it's worked with a single, but it's front posts and back posts. That's all it is, which is, but it's, well, I should say, it starts out being, you start out with a double crochet, a whole row of double crochets, and then you're doing front post, back posts on double crochets, or double crochets on front post, back posts. My mother-in-law taught me how to do it. It's one of her patterns that we've messed with for years and years and years. So one of the caregivers that we had that took care of Mom and Dad Lewin wanted that the last Afghan that Mom made. So I gave it to her. She asked for it, and I said she could have it. So I was very happy to be able to give her something that would mean a lot to her. So we gave her that. And she was very happy to get it. I'm going to go like this, I think. Yeah. Then I'll add the green down there. Let's see. So what is everybody doing this week? Does anybody have any good plans? Any projects they know they're going to work on? I have a couple of just beautiful quilts in the studio that I will be quilting this week. Absolutely gorgeous ones. I like the front post, back post. It's kind of fun to do. I love the way it looks when it's done. So, Kay, now that you know what it is, I'm going to make a bag with it. You know, one of those wool bags, and then I'm going to felt it. And I can't wait to see what it looks like. With my eyes in sling, with your arm in a sling, that's about all you can do, yes. Gail, are you all right? Oh my, Gail, I hope you're all right. Oh, Teresa's going to finish putting a quilt together. Fleur is finally making a purse for herself. She's not going to give it away. Halfway through the ribbon quilt. Okay. Please post pictures of it when you're done. Diane, no water for 3 days, but I keep extra water. Okay. Good girl. I think it's going to be really cool. I can't wait to get it done and wash it. Making a bag for her mom's 88th birthday on February 29th. Aww. Allison, I'm currently working on the first month's English paper piecing block of the month. Who's doing an English paper piecing block of the month? Aww. So Brenda's finishing up her stitch pink black. Very good. Oh, Mary, how exciting. I'm not doing a block of the month with a Quilting Life, but I am doing Edit a Sitar laundry basket quilts. I'm doing hers in April. Gail's doing it too. Gail says she's okay. Thank God. Trying to get this year off to a good start. You'll do it. Margaret, can you please explain with a little spring what a little spring near where you wind bobbin? I'm not sure. I will ask. I'm not sure. I think it is a tension thing, possibly when you're using an extended, because you can get the extended big spool threader thing for over here, and I'm almost wondering if it has to do with that. Are you doing it by hand, Kathy, or by machine? Oh, they do bleed like crazy, Gal. And they can be a lot deeper than what you think they are very quickly. Please be careful. Please, please, please. Yes, really tight Band-Aid. There's another row. Guys, I'm almost done. That is really exciting, Mary. Husband works from home permanently, so sewing room became an office Thursday. I finally gave in. Aww. Tarsal tunnel syndrome. Suburban, what do they do for that? Oh, how fun. Kathy, post pictures, please. Oh, good, Gail. Bye, Hazel. Oh, there was a hi, Hazel, not a bye. I thought you were leaving. Good, Gail. Stop that bleeding. Don't do that. That's a tough one, guys. You don't want to do that. No cuts. Especially with a rotary blade. Yuck. That's not good. Leon, I would be too. It's the point where I don't think I will have any grandchildren, so have to make things for great nieces and nephews. Well, that works. What's your question, Hazel? I'm sorry, I missed it. Yeah, please do post pictures of those. I love to see them. Oh, okay. Suburban, anti-inflammatory meds, exercise, special shoes. Well, I hope you can delay it. Diane, did you see Hazel's question? Because I'm trying to find it and I'm not seeing it. I know oh, okay. You were asking about the wire that's right near the bobbin winder, right? I really think it has to do with the tension thing when you have the extended spool holder. I think that's what it is. but I will double check, okay? Yep, I got it. Thank you, Brenda. I will double check with John this week, but I think that's what it is. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because I've gone through the book and it's not anything that it's told me to use yet. My husband has those gloves. He used to have a charter boat, and those gloves are nice. Doc said it's like carpal tunnel, only feet and ankles instead of hands and wrists. Oh, okay. So maybe, just maybe, you can avoid surgery on it by taking care of it and doing a couple of different things. That would be nice. Christine, thumbs. Oh, thank you, Christine. Hey guys, thumbs up. There's 84 of you in here and only 39 thumbs ups. So don't forget to hit that little thumbs up on your way out. All right. Yeah, I can't. You're right, Brenda. It must be. Yuck. I did the same thing the other day. Bandaged tightly, but every time I banged it, it opened up again. Yeah. I always worry. You got to be real careful. That's my biggest scare in classes, is that somebody's going to cut their finger really bad. So I'm like watching like a hawk. Yeah, I can imagine that it's very painful. Big time. Ooh. That's like my poor husband's foot. He says that thing hurts so bad. And I don't doubt that it does. Oh, thank you, Diane, very much. So next week, I will hopefully have the layout of this all done, so that you guys are going to see what I end up doing with the layout of it. Because I haven't figured out what I want to do yet. So that's my task for next week, is to figure out how I'm going to lay this puppy out. And then I don't know what I'm going to do next. Then I got to figure out something else. Then maybe by next week I'll be able to show you the finished Dresden blades. That would be nice. That would be nice to be able to share those, right? I could try to get that done in time. I can't believe how fast this quilt goes together. This one is just amazing me, because it goes together way too fast. Let's see. One summer, I had my large rotary cutter fall from the counter onto my bare foot, bled like crazy. Yeah. JID, me too. You've been recollecting my stash off the windows. It really helped. Oh, insulate against snow. I bet it did. Kay's going to sew together a quilt. Yep. Oh, JJ, I'm so glad you did all right. I do too, Kay. Big time. Oh. Yeah, you got to learn to keep Band-Aids. Diane, Mr. Wilson was helping our son-in-law get the bucket off the tractor because he needed to put the forklift on. and they got one side unattached, released it, and then they stopped and double checked, and it was on the cradle, so it wasn't supposed to fall, and it fell. And when it fell, the front of the bucket just brushed down my husband's shin, and then the tip of the bucket hit his foot, and it is swollen, and it is purple, and he is having a very difficult time walking on it, but it's not broken. We went and got it x-rayed, and it's not broken. So that we are very, very thankful for. It's just really bruised up. Big time. Big time bruised. So he's a little hurting still. So, okay. That makes me hurt. Big time. So, all right. There was a Dresden Blade comment. Where is it? No, it's not broken, JJ. It just, is really, really... Kathy, the Dresden Blade, it's one of my favorites, too. I just think it's beautiful. Yeah, we're really happy it's not broken. And it's just going to take some time to heal. But the good news is he's retired, so he does have time to just let it heal. Yeah, he is really lucky that it didn't cut his foot off. The thing that helped him is the back side of the bucket hit the ground first, and then it flipped a little bit. Oh, thank you, Suburban. I will. I'm heading off too, Brenda. I will get the Epsom salts out for him tonight, because I think he's going to need it. For some reason, I think this one's too long. Oh, well, I'll deal with it later. So, all right, guys, I am out of here. I will see you next Sunday. What did KX say? I missed it. Oh, no, Kay. Ouch. No, he's not happy about sitting still at all. So I've been spending a lot of time there with him trying to keep him still, which has been good. So, all right, guys, I will see you later. Bye, everybody.